produces 100 brake horsepower. I'm not sure what RPM, but that's the maximum output of this engine. This bike, 100 horsepower out of a, like I said earlier, out of a 1983, so it's now 2025, nearly 2026. Nearly 43 years old. So it's tax and MOT exempt, which means it's got nothing to run. 0 to 60 on it, unless I'm mistaken, is about 5.2 seconds. And the standing quarter of a mile, I believe is about 12.4 seconds, give or take a little bit. Also, extremely comfortable and very easy to ride normally, you know, ride just like a normal bike without the turbo. It doesn't, it's not like a thoroughbred sports bike where, you know, they're itching to go fast, they're not happy under anything under, I don't know, 90 mile an hour. Whereas this thing will happily poodle along at 40-50 mile an hour. It does get a little bit lumpy under 40 mile an hour in top gear, but that's just the nature of the beast, I think. And the fact that it's a V-twin. My CX, my GL's the same. But it's so easy to ride. It's not bad fun either. Now the rarity of these things, in the UK especially, as far as I know, there was only ever 100 of these brought into the UK, and there was only ever 1,700 made by Honda in 1983. I know there's another 2 of these in the UK. So if that's the case, if there's only ever 100 that came into the UK, then I know where 3% of them are. So I'll get off in a minute, I'll keep this around it. Yeah, have a closer look at it. Find a nice place to pull over. I don't really want to get off it, I'm happy just to keep riding it. It's the sort of thing you could ride all day without any bother at all. It's so comfortable. And there's nice little touches on it that I quite like, that I'll show you in a minute. But I have to stress it isn't mine, however much I wanted it to be. But I think I'm actually storing it for somebody, and he's kind with letting me use it every now and again. His words were, as long as you don't put 10,000 miles on it. Well, I've not done 10,000 miles on my 2 bikes in all the years I've owned them. Bit different being down this area on a Sunday morning rather than up at Monash. But I had a bit of a nightmare this morning when I wheeled this bike out. I've got my jacket on and I've got a heated vest type thing on, like a body warmer. And I've got a car in front of the garage, so I had to move that. Then the garage keys I needed, so I had to have them. Keys to this, the BMW keys because it's got an alarm on it. So I ended up with about 4 or 5 sets of keys. Brought this bike out, closed the garage, locked the garage, and put the keys to this bike and the garage keys in my fleecy pocket, and completely forgot about it. Put the car back in front of the garage, locked the garage, alarmed the BMW, locked the house, so I had all them keys, but could I find the keys to this? No, I couldn't. Obviously did in the end, they were in my bloody pocket. A pocket that I've never used. Anyway. Down here me over the wind noise in the face. But I had issues with the audio on this camera yet again, like I said in the previous video on the BMW. Still a lot of muck on the roads, in the middle of the roads. Just got to be careful. Marvellous, it's starting to rain. Sailing boats out on the that there water. Okay, that's 4 Mark Reservoir just over there. Get on the centre stand. And there she is. Leave it ticking over for a second. Disc brake on the rear. Twin discs on the front. One of the little touches I quite like is it's got turbo written backwards on the front. That differentiates the UK models to the American, and the American said turbo, and they also had silver wheels and silver forks, where the UK I think looks much nicer with gold wheels and gold forks. Another nice touch is the Honda emblem on the seat and on the tank there, and also it's got CX Turbo embossed into the seat. But the best part of it is that, just listen to that. That sounds absolutely gorgeous. So we'll switch it off for a minute. And there she is. There she is. There's not a lot else to say about it. It's V-twin turbocharged. A bit grubby now, but it will get a wash. They always do when they get back. Right, that's enough photos, enough looking around her. Let's go for a little spin again. I think it's actually got adjustable rear suspension as well. I'm not going to touch that. But it is absolutely beautiful engine. It's a beautiful bike, really. And it's only done in its long life, 16,000 miles. Which, divide that over, well, 92 it was on the road, so 93, 94, 93, 92, 2002, 2012, 22, so 23 years. It's nothing, is it? Absolutely nothing. It's only just running, man. So yeah, they're incredible. And all the CXs now, especially the 650s, are really rare. These are ones that are actually holding their value as well. The silver wings don't seem to be holding their value. Well, they are worth money, but they're not worth as much as this. Now watch all the gravel. Back brake only. You don't want to be using your back brake at this speed anyway. They must be absolutely freezing out there. It's not actually that cold for the middle of, well, towards the end of November. I have got heated grips, not heated grips, heated inner jacket on. It's not actually turned on, and I've got 2 pairs of gloves on. I'd like some heated gloves, but thumbs just won't stretch to it right now. That'll whip a diesel then. Big. Flood. No, it's not a flood. Probably was a flood at one point. Tell you what we haven't done is the tunnel bed. There's nothing behind me, nothing behind me. Give it a quick blast through here. You know what you've got to do, don't you? So we're getting to a straight bit of road in a minute. We'll give it the wind the old turbo up a little bit. Obviously trying to stay within the limits. No, stay within the limits. Well, then we better get this baby back home to its temporary home. How long I'll have this I do not know, but I'll certainly be looking after it while it's in my possession. Treating it as if it was my own. Actually no, treating it better than as if it was my own. Not for the monetary value of it, but for the fact that it's not mine, and he was kind enough to... I mean, I'm doing him a favour as well, the guy that owns it, because he was paying for storage, and now he's not. So I've kind of got the benefits of using it without having to buy it. Right, get to a straight bit here, just keep it just under 3000 RPM. Okay, here we go. Right, let's get it through one more time. Third gear. Unbelievable. Just punches you down the road, like being on a catapult once it gets going. And it gets to speed incredibly quickly, as you'd expect, you know. So what are my first impressions? Well, if I was to mark it out of 10 for, let's say, comfort, I'd have to actually give it an 8, because simple reason, and it might just be the way I'm set on it, I'm getting a little bit of ache in my right arm. It could just be me, and that's harsh. I'm giving it, yeah. So maybe it's not. Maybe that's a bit too harsh. The mirrors, as good as any bike I've ever ridden with decent mirrors, they'd have to have a 10 out of 10. Just see the elbows on both sides. The looks of it, well, the looks, I've got to give it a 10. It's just so retro looking. I mean, the colours and the red, white and blue really finish it off nicely. And performance wise, well, performance is definitely, without a doubt, a 10 out of 10. That's about it, really. If it were mine, the only thing I would change on it at the moment is that blue screen. I'd have it tinted dark screen, but for wind protection that is just perfect. I'm not getting any blasts or anything. Just anchor your brakes on, mate. Just anchor your brakes as you indicate. Smart. And you know, the dash layout is just so, I just love the orange against the black background. It's so 1980s, isn't it? and you know, the sound, I mean, just the sound of it is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. So yeah, overall, in fact I was a bit harsh when I knocked it down to 8 for comfort. I'd have to give it a 10 out of 10 on everything really. Certainly a head turner. So yeah, that's my first impressions. Bloody hell, I thought that was the temperature gauge then for a minute, over half. It's not, it's the fuel gauge. First impressions, I like a lot. It's just, and it's, you know, it's something different, isn't it? And the more you ride it, it's like my Honda, the more you ride that. In fact, I haven't ridden that for a few months. We were in Spain in October and I haven't ridden it before then. I have started it up a few times. It starts on the touch of a button. But anyway, going back to this, the more you ride it, in fact that discomfort I complained about a minute ago seems to have gone. Just lovely. There's absolutely, I suppose really, there's nothing apart from that screen, which I think is an add-on anyway. There's nothing I dislike about it. And I don't really dislike the screen, I just don't think it really suits the bike, and I don't think it should have been blue, but I could be wrong. You know, the guy that actually owns this has got another one, and that one's got a black screen on it, and it just looks nicer with the black screen. And that one he's got is on a D plate, I think. Yeah, it's and D's 86, isn't it? It's 86, 87 on the D. But it's still tax and MOT exempt because they're all 83 models. You'll not get one of these that's newer than an 83. Manufactured in 83. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I'll end it here. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and that's not going to be possible. You can't possibly have enjoyed it as much as me. Or maybe you have, I don't know. That's the first impressions of the Honda CX650 Turbo UK spec. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again.